What's up, everybody? I want to give you 5 tips that I just now learned doing a Hyrox event. I just now left the Atlanta Hyrox event for the first time. I did the open workout, and here's 5 things that I wish I'd have known before I did this event. Number 1 is be sure to personalize your ticket at least a week before the event, because what happened to us is we had to show up the day of the event at 6:30 in the morning and figure out what time our start time was, because we did not personalize our ticket a week in advance. So that means that they did not give us a start time. We had to show up the day of and figure out, hey, when do we actually have to be here? And this event goes all day. So one of us actually started at 10 a.m. and then the other one started at 3 p.m. But if I would have known that in the beginning, I wouldn't have had to be here at 6:30 in the morning. I could have showed up at 9 a.m. Number 2 is know where your crew can get the most exposure for pictures, right? So the start line, you're gonna pass the start line the most times. So it's really cool because each station has a spectator area to where your crew can kind of come and be a part of that event and station that you're going to be at. So what we planned on doing is one of us go to the start line, take pictures while you're running because you're doing 2 laps, and then as soon as you do the first lap, then go to the station. So be at the start line, get the photos, then go to station 1, and then when they're done with station 1, you go back to the start line and then go to station 2 after they did that first lap. So you're going to be able to see them the most during the event if you do that. Number 3, know your pace, because if you're like me, highly competitive person, everybody goes hot out the gate, and this is an endurance race. So basically, you want to make sure that like what your heart rate is, or if you're used to running at a certain pace and if you've done a few simulations, like don't get caught up in the person left and right to you. Like know what that pace is for you, because you're going to be out there for an hour or more. So know your pace. Next, number 4 is know what the projection screen is for. So I didn't realize this until about halfway through the race, and as soon as you leave that tunnel and you pass that kind of start line area when you're doing your laps for your run piece, you'll look on the projection screen, and on the projection screen you have to do 2 laps, right, to be considered like complete with your run. If you're like me and you start running, you start working out, and then like all the counting goes out the door, like you cannot keep up with numbers, then that projection screen is for you, because it tells you how many times you went around. And if you mess up and you do not go the full times around, you will be penalized at the end. So that projection screen up there, look for your name, and if it says lap 1, that means that you need to do another lap. Like you're not going to get confused. But if it says lap 2, that you're turning in to go to that next station. So really cool to know, hey, what that projection screen is actually up there for. Number 5 is focus on good breathing, because what I learned is that when you go do these stations, let's just say, the walking lunges or the burpees or the sled pull, what happens is your muscles are getting fatigued and then you immediately go run. So what I really focused on is deep breaths through the nose, like real deep, and then exhale, because I wanted to make sure that my muscles were getting all the oxygen possible and allowing me to not get fatigued as fast, right? So those are my 5 things. Hopefully this helps somebody that is coming to a Hyrox race and has not done it before. Happy racing.